Hello, today we will create a password manager and generator application using Ruby on Rails. The only dependency for this application would be Lockbox. Lockbox is a Ruby gem that provides modern encryption for Ruby on Rails applications. It works with database fields, files, and strings. So to begin, we first create our application, our Rails application. Here I've created one called Locker Room. But then we think about the data that we want to store in our application. We will scaffold the data and we'll give it the model name of profile. So we'll go Rails generate scaffold profile, and here we'll store a website's URL of type string, a username of type string, a password of type string again, and a password length, even though this might not be fully required, of type integer. And we run our migrations. And now that is all set up, the next thing to do is we install Lockbox again. So we could just do or we go to our gem file and add Lockbox, and then bundle to install it. And you can see that it's done. The next step would be to generate our master key for Lockbox. Lockbox uses this to encrypt our data. So to do that, we open our Rails console and we do Lockbox.generate key. Lockbox generates key. You can see it gives us our master key. We can do it again. Every time we do it, it gives us a different key. So what we do next is we store this key. We can store it in our credentials. We can store it in our environment variables. I would store mine in my credentials. So I'm just going to copy this to Rails credentials. Edit. You can see I can paste it right here. Just follow the instructions provided right here. This is master key. So I can just do Lockbox master key. You know what, I'll just make it master key and paste it. You can see it right here. No, I'll ignore this. And then we can save this. And that is beautiful. Then the next step would be we go to our profile. And for this application, we would only be storing, we think about what we want to encrypt. And that's how Lockbox works. You can encrypt, for our profile, we could encrypt the website URL, the password length, the username. But for this example, I'm solely just going to encrypt the password. And this is how Lockbox knows what to encrypt when we specify it here. So with that, we also have to run one more migration for our application as specified here. Since we are only encrypting this, we need to add our ciphertext. This is the scrambled data the scrambled information that is created when the encryption runs. So we run our migration, Rails generate migration, add cipher text, or rather, what is it? Add ciphertext to add password cipher to profiles, and then password cipher is of type text. You can look at our migration and compare it. You can see iColumns profiles password cipher of type text. Lockbox requires all ciphertext to be of type text. And then we run our migration once again. So that is cool. With that, you can do Rails serve and have a look at our application. Let's update our routes. Let's set this to root profiles index encrypts. Whoops, spelling error. My Packer is compiling. So here we go. There's an error. 1 second. Form. Username text view. 6. There was a mistake in my migration. Instead of having password ciphertext as password cipher, so I did a DB rollback and Rails DB migrate once again. So also once we check this out again, it should be all good. So this is perfect. So we could say something like youtube.com. Let's see. Joe@gmail.com, our password field and our password link. So what we want to do is and this is what is generated. But you see it's not giving us a strong password, and we want to use our password length to create a password. So what we do next is we go to our controller, profiles controller, and to generate our passwords, rather first let's update our form. We don't want the user to be able to generate a password themselves. We want to do it, we want Rails to do it. So we remove our password field, so there's password length, and then we update our password length. Let's see, we want our minimum to be 8 and our max to be 20. Alright, so if we start from here, it starts from 8. You can't go lower than that. Then we go to our controller. Here we want to use this password length to create our password, and to do that we'll be using a Ruby library known as secure random. If you look at it here in our console, if we use secure random alpha numeric, gives us random alpha numeric strings. We can specify the length. We could do that. We could also do alpha numeric hex. For this application, we'll be using the secure random alpha numeric, and then So we can come here, we want at profile.password equals to secure random alpha numeric params password length, right? So let's try it one more time. Let's say yahoo.com, and back, we'll give it a pass of 14. And see, it gives us a password right here, randomly generated password. We'll try it with another one. Let's see, google.com. Our password, let's say 19. It generates another password for us. That's beautiful. However, what if we wanted to update this password? And this is the first one. You can see there's nothing that happens right here. So we can come to our update. You can copy this. Go to our update method. If profile is updated, we could do profile that updates password secure random alpha numeric, and we'll say profile dot password length. Let's see, move this down to 8 and update it. And you can see once again we're given a short password. We could update this our application a bit to make it, you can hide our passwords here and make it toggle feature. So if you click on an eye, the password displays on when it already disappears. And we can even update this a bit, so we can extract this out and place it back into our model or in a concern. You can move this to a callback function. But for this application, I believe this is sufficient enough to create a simple password manager.